Hi, this is Hunckler with Magne Shade. In this video, I'm going to show you how to put your shade up with a rod after your magnets are installed, and also the importance of having all of your interior windshield magnets placed outboard as far as they'll go. Now, this is in our instructional video. It's also in our instructions. It's a very important part of our system. We've designed all of our shade products with a fabric adjustment. So the magnets are actually sewn into a channel and can move. They're not fixed to the fabric. So I'm going to take my shade down, I'm going to put it up with the rod and show you the simple technique to adjust it tight. So every time you put it up, you spend just a minute adjusting it and getting a nice tight fit. So in order to bring the shade down, I'm just going to simply start with one corner and pull it down slowly. Remember, these magnets are very powerful in the shade, so you don't want to let your shade fall on the ground if you can avoid it. The magnets will pick up a lot of ferrous dust. So basically, I start with one corner. I extend the shade all the way out and hold I'm right-handed obviously, so I'm going to hold the left side away from my wipers. Catch that first magnet. And what I'm going to do here, see, I'm not dragging it up the glass. I'm just getting that hem tight. Give it a little flip. The magnets jump in place. Now to the adjustment system. So it may be hard to see in the video, but right here I've got some loose fabric. Right here in the center of the shade it's loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to tighten that up. So the first thing I want to do is go to this pocket, and you give it a gentle bump. You don't poke at it, and just bump it, and you'll actually see that wrinkle disappeared. And then I'll give this a little snap. Come over and do the same thing here, a gentle bump. And while I've got just slight pressure on that top pocket, I'm going to give my lower one a snap. This is all tight now against the glass, so it's very easy to do. One of the things that we've designed to make that possible are the magnets are actually sewn into channels. So whenever you remove your shade, those magnets are going to change position. That allows you to bump those wrinkles out, so if your fabric's cold, it's going to be stiffer, so you can adjust it out tight. When the sun hits it, it'll fall out flat. So we'll show a close-up on our demonstrator board just how that works and the importance of making sure that all your magnets are placed outboard on the inside of the windshield. Okay, here's a shot inside my motorhome. This is showing the lower corner magnet location. See if I can get a little closer here. So some motorhomes have more interior trim that's going to bring that magnet a little further out on the glass, but our pockets compensate for that so that the shade magnet can be moved along with the interior magnet when you place it. This is really simple to do, but you can see that the outboard location of the magnet is critical to the adjustment of the fabric after you put it up with a rod. And we're going to show you here on a demonstrator board a little better idea of how that works. Okay, well, this is our demonstration board we use at our shows. This will make it easier to explain how our adjustment system works in the fabric, which, as I mentioned earlier, is the only system, shade system, that has a built-in adjustment system. For demonstration purposes, I just booched up the fabric here. So let's assume you put it up with the rod and you got this big loose piece of fabric here, and you need to knock those wrinkles out. Well, with our system, all you have to do, as I did in the video, put the tip of the rod at 90 degrees to wherever there's a wrinkle, and then you're going to gently bump it with the palm of your hand. Same here. So you can bump that wrinkle out. You're going to tug on the lower corners, and just gentle bumps and a gentle tug, and you can see how the fabric goes tight. Now the way this works, very simple, is, as I had mentioned, the magnets in the shade can move in a channel. Even though the shade magnet can move, it will always stay fixed to the center of the magnet behind the glass. So that allows the fabric to slide when you bump it and tug it, it allows the fabric to slide beneath the fixed immovable magnet, and the friction between the two magnets maintains the fabric's position in a nice and tight way. So if you're not aware of this, every time you put your shade up, just give it a nice bump and a tug. Take about a minute or even less. Bump those pockets, tug on the corners, get it nice and tight, and it'll go up just like that every single time.